Labubu is a meme coin that can 100x during this crypto bull run, as there's an insider wallet that I've been tracking for many months, and he's been massively buying this coin. In today's video, I'm going to give you my full price prediction of how I expect Labubu to make a huge price increase during the crypto bull run. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe. Here we'll begin on the longer term chart for Labubu, and we can see here on Axiom that we have this indicator showing that I have a wallet that's been significantly buying thousands and thousands of dollars as Labubu. He literally is now holding tens of thousands of dollars and is really signaling that the bull market could really explode right now. So what I'll do is actually hide these track trades so we can see the chart even better. First thing we always do, scroll out so we can see the initial price action when it actually launched back here on the 3rd of October. In 2024, we can see we basically have had that 3-wave push now. We've had that initial 1 wave, 2 wave, and now this major 3rd wave push to the upside. Now what we're expecting, because it seems like the pattern that is being formed is a symmetrical triangle, whereas a symmetrical triangle in a long-term bullish trend is actually extremely bullish, because we now expect price to continue with the old trend, but we first need to actually reach the overall apex of the triangle, or close to, because you would know with my trading strategy that these symmetrical triangles always have a breakout in this last third. It might not happen right at the end, but it will happen in this last third. So you can break the triangles up into threes. So this is the first third, second third, and here is the last third. So price is now coming very, very close to this final third of the symmetrical triangle. And we're also coming to the bottom end. So this is where I'm now looking for entries, because I can get in extremely, extremely low. And now can actually do a bit of a price prediction for Labubu. We can also want to note what the direction of the long-term moving average is, because we only ever want to trade in the direction of the long-term trend. We can see the EMA clearly is moving up and to the right, means we have a positive slope, means we only want to trade in one direction. SolPot is a Solana Case offering massive weekly leaderboard giveaways for $25,000. You can open a free case daily. Use code JOHN and the link in the video description. They have jackpot, coin flip, and a range of other games. Thank you to SolPot for sponsoring this video. Let's jump back into it. And that's looking for longs. So one thing I also want to add is the RSI. Adding the RSI will really show us the overall strength of the market, and can also signify to us when could be a buying or even selling opportunity. One thing that I've noticed here on Labubu is look at how the RSI reacted with the overall price. So we had an initial major push to this 1 million market cap on Labubu here. This was the first major push, and we can see a huge major surge in RSI, actually nearly capping out. The RSI caps at 100. We merely made it to that 100 range. You have to notice the RSI divergence pattern, where we have a divergence between the price and the RSI indicator, and it's very significant here, and actually gave us a very strong sell indicator. Here, the price went up, indicator made a huge move to the upside. But here, we actually made a higher low, but we made a higher high in price, that's a divergence. But we then made a lower high. We then continued higher high, higher high, higher high in terms of price. But look at how the price was actually diverging from the relative strength indicator. What that also tells me right now is we are looking for another long-term push to the upside. Price has been nowhere near this upper band of the RSI above this 70 indicator, which also tells me now what we're looking for is a push above into the 70 indicator, which will now show us that the bull strength is coming back. But then we'll also get this divergence pattern where we'll see price go higher, but we'll make a lower high, and then we'll see price also go much higher, but then make a lower high. Then we'll see price make another major surge to the upside, and that could be our final opportunity to actually look for sells. So that's why I find this pattern is extremely, extremely important. So now let's go through and see how we can give ourselves a bit of a price prediction for Labubu. Just actually get rid of this RSI indicator. Again, we're always going to use the daily just because on these longer term charts, I'm also looking for a swing play. I'm looking to put, a couple of Solana, 5 Solana, 10 Solana, 20 Solana, and even hold this position for 1 to 2 to 3 months and actually make, 1,000% gain or even a 10,000% gain, looking for that 100x. So not really looking to make, 25% gains or 30 or even 100% gains. I'm looking for many multiples on my money. So that's why I'm looking for these longer term plays. You can get a lot of short-term trades out of Labubu, but really looking for a longer-term play here. So what we'll initially do, we'll come over and use this trend-based fib extension, come all the way from this initial low, which was around that 200,000 market cap, all the way to the top, which was around 75,000 market cap, and now come down to this overall low. The reason I like this overall low as a great price is because we can see the fib retracement. We'll do the same thing, go from this low, bring it across, and we can see where price is now coming into. Had a bit of a rejection or a bit of support at the 50, then the 618, but it's now finalizing at the 0786 level. So let's go through and actually use this trend-based extension. We'll do that one more time. Go back to the 165, all the way up, bring it down to around here. And what we're looking for is the initial price target. We'll see a 1618, which lines up with 138 million, because we're also looking at the market cap levels as well. As I said, we're expecting a major push to the upside once we get close to the apex, and we're really out of support as well, so positions can begin to accumulate. We've then got the 2618, which is a very, very significant target. If you go through and backtest a lot of meme coins or even Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana in past bull runs, you'll know that this 2618 is a very significant level. It also lines up with around that 200 million. That's around a 10x gain from current price. So still a lot of potential in Labubu. We have the 3618 close to 300 million, and the 4236 level just over that 300 million. So it's looking like somewhere around a 10 to 15x could be the potential on Labubu. That's really on the low to medium end. Again, we could have another major spike, but that's really what the overall chart is showing us. We were looking for something like 100x, but let's actually see how we overall can play this. Now I'm looking, as I said, to begin to accumulate at these lows, this last third of the triangle. I'll make an updated video in the future, so don't forget to subscribe, because then we'll see once we actually get to the apex of this pattern, how does the breakout happen? And then we can then see, okay, how's it projecting at the 100 million? Because you will also know 100 million could act as a small resistance, but I don't believe it will act as a long-term resistance. Doesn't really line up with any of those indicators that we've just used for the video. And really the way that I'm trading Labubu is by using TradeWiz. Actually, you can download the link in the video description, and then from the Telegram bot, you can actually download the extension and instantly be able to trade on platforms like Axiom or Dex Screener or wherever you find these meme coins. The reason I love TradeWiz, it's the fastest meme coin trading platform or bot or extension. It's actually faster than Axiom. Obviously, Axiom is really good at the charting and looking at all this token info and all this great information, but TradeWiz is much, much faster at taking the trades. So I use the best of both worlds, use Axiom, Dex Screener, and all these other websites to find these top meme coins and then trade it using the fastest bot. And you get an extra 10% off by using my link. So there's all these benefits to using that as well. So if you have enjoyed today's video, smash a like and subscribe. I'll make a future price update for Labubu, and we'll jump into many more videos in the future. I'll see you in the next one.